Okay, so I have part EO4_06 open. And what we're going to do here is we are going to learn about the rectangle pattern tool. That is what we're going to use to multiply this hole in rows and columns. So I'm going to select rectangular pattern. And I'm going to go and look at this box, and I want to pattern a feature. That's what the hole is. A solid would be this entire plate. So I'm going to pattern a feature. I'm going to make sure that feature is selected, and I come out and I click on that hole. Now I'm working from top to bottom here. So my direction, I'm going to select direction now because that's what I'm going to pick next. I'm going to come down to the bottom edge of the plate, and I can get either of these straight edges. Doesn't matter which one I choose. And a couple things are going to appear here. One being this arrow on the edge that I just selected, and the other one being a preview of the hole on the left-hand side. So we are going to do something here to make this pattern go, instead of going to the left, I want it to go to the right. And I use the flip direction tool right there to get this to go to the right. Now the next thing is I need to know how many columns of holes I need. And when I look at the example in the book, which is on page 170, by the way, I'm going to see that there are 5 columns, and you can see our preview. And it also requires us to change the spacing. This is a spacing tool. So I'm going to put in 0.625, whoops, 0.625. And I've got that all ready to go. Now, we have in the dialog box direction number 2. So I'm going to click on direction number 2, and I'm going to select on a vertical edge. It can be this one, it can be that one, it could be any of the ones here in the slot, any axis that's going straight up and down. So I'll click on that. And again, we can see that our arrow needs to be flipped because I want the pattern to build up this direction. So I'll flip that. The next thing is, how many rows do I need here? And the answer to that is I need 4. Oops, and I hit 5, of course. There we go. And change our spacing to 0.625 inches. 625, there we go. And now I can say, okay. So that's pretty good. The hole patterning tool or rectangular pattern, you can pattern a lot of things, not just holes, but it works really well for this. Now, I got some trouble though, because I've got a hole right here that intersects this larger hole, and same thing over here. And I can tell you from experience, there's one in the middle of this also. So I'm going to go over to the tools menu, or to our model tree on the left-hand side here. And I'm going to click the little plus sign. And I'm going to come down to the bottom of the list. You can see if I put my cursor on one of these where it says the word occurrence, it lights up one of the holes. So what I want to do is I want to light up this one and this one and that one that you cannot see right now. And I know that these 3 holes are down here. So I just put my cursor on the 4th one up, I think it is, and I clicked on it. Now I'm going to select a bunch, or well, 3, maybe that is a bunch, I suppose, of these. I do that over here in the model tree by holding down the control key and clicking on all 3. And now you can see a preview of those 3 holes. I'm going to put my cursor on just one of these, doesn't matter which one. I'm going to right click and I'm going to click the word suppress. And now that set of 3 holes isn't deleted, but it's made invisible, I guess is the best way to put it. So that is exercise 4-6.